Okay, nagbabalik po ang JUANEUKONEK. Ang bilis, ano? So, we have 2 more mommies to honor today. Now, it's your turn, Kiara.
Ayan, thank you po. Well, actually, my mom is working at the moment. She's at work right now. So, Kuya Chad, let's begin. My mother, Evangeline Gregorio, is the most incredible woman I know. She gave me the gift of life. She's my advisor, my role model, and the one that lifts me up and gives me courage to rise whenever I fall. My dearest Mama, thank you for all that you have done and for everything that you continue to do. You are the greatest blessing I have ever received, and I will always be grateful for the Lord who gave you to me as a mother. I love you, Mama. Happy Mother's Day.
There you go. Thank you, Kiara. And ang nag-iisa pong tinik sa mga rosas. Ayan, tinagalog ko, Jean, parang poetic talaga. Because I know mahilig ka magsulat ng tula. Ito naman yung tribute ni Jean sa kanyang mom.
Okay. O sige. So, liham kay Nelia Bartolome.
See?
Dear Inay, first of all, I love you, Inay. Mahal ko po kayo. Don't worry, Inay, about all of us. We, your 5 children, turned out as well as can be. And no doubt you have caught up on what we have all been doing in the 6 months since your beloved Intang joined you up there. Sayang lang you are not around to see your grandchildren and especially great-grandchildren grow up. But your apos remember you, and we will ensure the younger ones remember and somehow get to know you too. How you cared for us, how you loved us. Miss you, take care up there, and please pray for us too. Love, your son. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Jean. So ito po ang ating tribute sa ating mga magulang, sa ating nanay, particularly dahil Mother's Day ngayon. So ngayon, mas nakilala ko pa ng husto ang si Crystal, si Jean, si Kiara, at saka si, of course, si Jay, dahil sa mga mensahe nila sa kanilang mga magulang. So, yun, sa mga nanonood po, maraming salamat sa pagsubaybay ninyo ngayong hapon. Sa lahat po ng mga nanay na nakatutok, magandang araw sa inyo. Happy Mother's Day. Gusto ko lang sanang batiin din bago tayo mag-proceed doon sa next segment natin, no? Yung mga special moms in my life, hindi sila nanonood ngayon, but I'll mention them na yung mga iba naman na nandito po kasi hindi ko po nakita yung mga nasa taas, no? Happy Mother's Day kay Jean Sarmiento, Vicky Salonga, Nelly Fami, nandyan ka Tita Nelly, Carmen Hickey, of course, nandyan, Crystal J, my friend Joan Marquez, my Auntie Jean, Marita Nabalan, Marie Fairbank, I saw you, nandyan ka kanina, Nova Fosgard, hindi nanonood pero malaki yung tulong niya nung lumilipat kami dito sa bago naming bahay. At yung mga hindi ko pa po nakita, babatiin po namin kayo mamaya. So, maraming salamat po. Dumako na tayo sa second part of our program. Alam naman po ninyo na magsasara na po yung kontracorona. We finished 1 documentary in a span of almost a year. So, ito pong huling bahagi ng programa namin ay pasasalamat. Chad, can you show that one para magkaroon muna tayo ng kahit mga 1 minute break?
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, nagbabalik po ang JUANEUKONEK at ang huling bahagi po ng programa natin ay kontracorona, pasasalamat. Ayan. Kontracorona Pasasalamat dahil gusto po namin ilaan ang bahaging ito, ang segment na ito para pasalamatan po natin ang lahat ng tumulong at sumuporta sa JUANEUKONEK Kontracorona. And we will be joined by our associate producer for Kontracorona for JUANEUKONEK, Jay Montelibano Maclau. Jay!
Title card muna, Rose.
I know! Masyado siguro maging emotional na rin si Chad. Nakalimutan niya yung title card. I've been telling him, but for whatever reason, he didn't put it up. But Chad, meron ka pang opportunity. O ayan, bigyan mo na kami ng title card bago kami magsimula ng Q&A
3,
dito.
2, 1. Pasok title card.
Wala talaga.
Chad!
Wala, Chad. Wala. Ano yan?
Chad!
Okay.
The title code!
Well, that's okay. Naku, wag natin. Ayan.
Go.
Yes.
Kontracorona, pasasalamat. Maraming salamat, Chad. Finally, nakuha mo yung title card. There you go. So, Kiara, it's been a year. March, itong panahon na ito yung challenging time for me and Crystal because ito yung panahon na we had your COVID symptoms.
Opo, yes. It has indeed been a great run for Jack these past year almost, and especially with what's going on right now. So why don't we just take it back? Let's take them back to the beginning. How did this project come about? When did it start?
Okay. Simulan ko na lang muna I'll start it with my very short description of how we started, and then maybe Jean and Crystal can pick up on it.
Okay.
Yun nga, nung March nagkaroon ako ng COVID symptoms, si Julia also, my daughter, siyang nauna, and then syempre, I had to find out doon sa circle ko kung sino yung nagkakaroon ng symptoms. Kasi nung panahon na yon, ini-stop din nila yung community test. Kung mayroon kang symptoms, hindi ka na pwedeng i-test. You just have to self-isolate at home. So, after that, nalaman ko na ito na nga, yung mga sumunod na buwan, ang dami ng Pinoy na frontliner na namamatay. Parang every week, meron doon sa community page natin, nakikita natin na may mga frontliner one by one na namamatay. So, nung medyo maganda na yung pakiramdam ko, pero hindi pa nakakalabas, nag-usap kami ni Jean, Crystal, and Jay that we should do something. Parang hindi ito biro na nangyayari sa community natin. We should be able to tell a story. We should be able to document something. So, yun yung simula. There you go. Pick it up from there, Jean, if you like.
Yeah. Okay. So just to add to that, I mean, obviously, we actually relaunched JUANEUKONEK in September 2019. So while doing all that, so marami kami mga discussions, and then suddenly the pandemic hit, and although slowly we started, covering the subject matter during our live stream every Sunday. I think it became apparent that we could do more, diba? And then I think who was it in the team? I think it was Jay who found out that maybe we could go for this funding so that we could have a sustained program that would allow us to show what's going on in the community in a more concrete and sustained way. So yeah, even at that time, I was involved with the Pinoy Portal Europe, set up with the other correspondents in Europe. And we were doing naman mostly written reports. But also, it became apparent na maybe it would be much more impactful if we could do it in a TV documentary sort of interviews way. And I think that's how we ended up with the kontracorona program.
And Crystal, you want to go ahead, and I'll have also something to add after.
It was never easy, really, finding people to interview because, as you know, we were not allowed to film as such. But we were lucky, we're always watching out for the government guidelines and so on. But we managed to find people to interview, and they were, they were amazing. They were telling all the stories about their experiences during the pandemic. We went to different places like in Kent, in Wales. We drove everywhere, didn't we? The team was just there ready to go to tell the stories of our kababayans. That's the aim of the program. We wanted the UK and the rest of the world to know what's happening in the UK with our frontliners, our key workers, and to honor them for the work they have done, for the times that they've lost nga yung mga relatives nila, and those who have survived. So I'm so grateful to be part of this team, and hopefully, more power nga sa JUANEUKONEK in the future.
Tita
And
J.
if I can add, yeah, Kiara, because I've never really said this publicly before, but nag-intriga pa, But and Jean, Rose, and Crystal, I think, are too kind and professional not to call me out on something. So I'm just gonna share that this actually all started with Cynthia Barker. Cynthia was the one who told me, Jay, you need to look for a grant that you can apply for. This happened mga January, February of 2020. We finally submitted the application in early April, and that was just when the pandemic was starting. So it had nothing to do with the pandemic, nothing to do with kontracorona. And then the National Lottery Fund sent us an email saying that we cannot give you your grant for now unless you amend your proposal for it to be related to the pandemic. I raised my hand up. It was Jean, Crystal, and Rose who believed that the cause was strong enough to make it a pandemic related project. I honestly did not believe that we were going to have that chance. But what I love about our team is that we are able to disagree and agree. And in the end, Rose, Crystal, and Jean prevailed, and they definitely amended the proposal, and we were very successful to get that grant. So I want to say that one thing I really learned is that if you have people in your team that you respect enough that you can voice your opinions and they will agree or disagree with you, but at the end of the day, as long as you all work together, you will become successful and you will be able to do your job. So I would like to salute Jean, Crystal, and Rose for never making me feel like I did something wrong or I made the wrong decision. They were always so great. I'm so grateful that we all proceeded and we did it, guys. So I just wanted to say that, Kiara, because they will never say that publicly, but it was really Rose, Jean, and Crystal who made sure that we pursued it. And of course, Cynthia in heaven, if not for her, we would never have started the application in the first place.
True. May I add on that? Alam mo, parang yung journey ng JUANEUKONEK during the pandemic, parang si Cynthia talaga yung angel namin. You know why? Kasi siya, syempre, alam mo naman, meron tayong mga bagay na we cannot discuss publicly. Pero we share it with our friends. So, naging kaibigan natin si Cynthia, and I was able to discuss with her kung ano yung mga personal mga reservations ko, ano yung worries ko, etc. And she gave us very, very good advice. And sinabi nga niya na go for funding, wala kayong magiging problema, go for this. And up to that time that she passed away, tinutulungan pa rin ni Cynthia yung team natin na JUANEUKONEK. And I felt that because she passionately believed in our project. So wherever you are, Cynthia, really appreciate your inputs at saka yung advice mo and your help into putting together this group and this project. You're really an angel. Talagang literally you're an angel now in heaven. So thank you so much.
I think thank you for that, and thank you, Jay, for being the corporate memory of JUANEUKONEK, at least in the recent history. Because that's important, no? Kasi it's actually we're all busy, and it's so easy for us to forget. And it's important for someone to actually remind ourselves that whether we're doing things the right way, whether we could correct things. And I'm glad we actually, in a way, stopped at this point, because we're able to review what
Yeah.
happened in the past, so that hopefully we can move forward in a much better way.
That's true. Okay, so ayan yung mga nanonood
Can I
po
just
sa
say also
ating.
can I just also say, Jay, you have been amazing as a let's just say producer. She's always there telling us off. You've gone overtime.
Yeah, which actually we're already over time.
I know, but then I think you're very talented. I
Thank
think
you
you're
so much.
great, very clever lady, and I'm so grateful. And Rose introduced me to you, so I'm glad that I know you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Before Jay reminds us again that it's time for us to wrap, maybe we can answer one question before we end the show. What has this project taught us as a person, maybe on a personal level, and maybe made us realize about our community? Kiara, you would have to answer that as well, because you went into a journey. All of us, meron tayong mga pinagdaanan during the pandemic on a personal and professional level.
Sige, umpisahan na ni Voice of Reason, Mr. Gene Alcantara.
Okay, sige. Well, for me personally, I think the main learning on a personal level is that I cannot stop, serving the community. In terms of obviously JUANEUKONEK and in other using other means, because if we stop doing this, then who tells the stories of our kababayans? Who challenges them? Who criticizes them? Of course, all positively, not always negatively, but I think the point is that by talking about it, we engage the community, because the community, as I've seen it, when the pandemic happened, and we started really covering it, there's almost an excitement in the community, because they realize that this is an opportunity as well for the community, because now, if you look at the frontliners, so many of the nurses are now very much involved in professional organizations. They've also been receiving awards from the Queen, getting publicity in the media. Even that controversial Piers Morgan was praising Filipinos. So in a way, I think what we've done is to highlight the achievements of the Filipino community and made people realize that, wow, we are a community that deserves respect and deserves to be given the opportunity to do things.
Well said. Rose?
Very good, thanks.
I'll make it short. I think we shouldn't stop telling stories. On a personal level, when I am down and then or I'm going through something, I meet people, I interview them, I get an inspiration from their story. Nakikita ko na, ay, hindi lang pala ako yung dumadaan sa ganitong pagsubok, sa ganitong challenge. Marami pala, pareho din niya, may challenges din siyang pinagdadaanan. And then parang, you're ready for work, for action again. And on a community level, I think I'm in a different position in my life now kasi meron na akong anak. So nakikita ko na kung ano yung importansya or yung kagandahan or the purpose of telling the story of the community. kailangan maintindihan nung the younger generation kung saan tayo nanggaling, what's our culture, what's our value, because they will look, our children will look back into that. So parang nandun na ako sa ganitong stage in my life now, and more so during the pandemic. Maraming pinagdaanan on a personal level, but I think the beauty of coming up with this long format documentary is we capture them not just on a sound bite, but we really capture their story because we have a longer format.
That's true.
Yeah.
Crystal?
Oh, what can I say? Since joining the team, I have met so many Filipinos who have been so resilient. I think that's our main strength, being resilient, and we just carry on no matter what. And I think as a community, we are very strong, and I believe that with this platform, we have given them a voice to tell their story, what they have gone through, because it unites us. Whatever one is going through, if you tell somebody their story and they're experiencing the same, you're not alone. So I think again, it's a learning curve for me that I'm embracing my roots once more by knowing what the experiences of other kababayans, and it made me stronger. And then knowing this now, then I can pass this on to my children. Do not forget who you are, where you're from.
Great. Kiara,
Yeah.
before pala Kiara says, we need to thank Kiara for joining us today on a very special occasion. So Kiara, go ahead.
Thank you po for having me. I think on a personal level, siguro this kontracorona program has really taught me that the importance of public service and really just giving your heart to the people in whatever way you can, with whatever means that you have, especially in times of a pandemic.
Okay, great. Thank you.
How about Miss J?
Ako din, I'll try to make it quick. Ako really, it just makes me so much more believe in the Filipino. Ibang klase talaga ang Pinoy. We cannot, I know I'm biased, of course, we're all biased, but the Filipino is just amazingly special, and it's worth, as Ninoy said, worth fighting for. So, and then also one last personal lesson I learned is choose the people that you work with. As I said, this little team of ours is so special. We all share, and let's please acknowledge 30 Ado, our director of photography, Denmark Alejandro and Chad Solis, and Joy Balio, our Manila production team, and everybody who's participated in this Contra-Corona project. This just makes it all worthwhile. And you are amazing, and let us all help each other. Mabuhay po ang Pilipinas. Bumoto tayo sa 2022.
So before that, mag-register muna. Please register for the next elections. Malapit na.
We'll have to do
Pwedeng Jean Alcantara
special
for
on that.
president.
Baka magalit si Mr. Duterte niyan.
That's all for me. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry,
Okay,
no,
thank you.
sorry, Kiars, pala, one last thing, kasi yung When We See the Rainbow, na ginamit natin as a theme song for the homecoming finale, it's almost like it was meant for me to write that song. When I wrote that song, Contra-Corona wasn't even in the picture. I wrote the song, and it was perfect to end our series. So thank you to everyone who helped me with that song. Thank you.
Love
Thank
that.
you. Yung
Very
lang
good.
pong nagtatapos sa atin ay ang Contra-Corona docuseries. And next week, may maganda kaming announcement dahil mapapanood pa po ninyo siya in a bigger platform, but I cannot announce it where yet.
Hindi Oprah.
Pero, yung pong live streaming natin, mapapanood po ninyo kami every Sunday. We will give you the schedule. We will announce it because give us a little bit time also to relax. Mag-relax
Break
muna po
muna.
tayo sa Mother's Day. And we will update you with our new schedule on our page. So marami pong salamat. Yung hindi pa po nagla-like ng One You Connect page, please like One You Connect. At kung may chance po kayo, manood po rin kayo ng One You Connect sa YouTube para sa malaking television ninyo mapanood. Yung magandang mukha ni Kiara at ni Crystal at yung handsomeness and my full moon face.
And handsome Jean.
Ayan.
Can I just say thank you to all my relatives who's actually watching right now, to all the Celestinos, you know, my uncle who passed away, all his children, you know, we miss you guys. So
And your mom said, wait, Crystal, your mom said you should mention her apos daw.
No, so my children, Darcy, Brandon, and my sister, happy Mother's Day, Tina, Mark and Aiden. So, and obviously, you know, our partners, Chris, Arnold, and Pascal. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being the technical guy for Tita Carmen, Pascal. Thank you so much.
Hindi rin ako nakapag-hello kanina kay Tita Carmen. Tita Carmen calls us all her anak. So, Tita Carmen, mami ka naming lahat.
Oh, she's still there. Nandiyan pa pala.
Watching all of you. Maganda ng mukha. All pretty eh.
Oh, salamat.
Mukha ko kay Jenny. Hey, ano ba yan? Kalimutan ko na yung pangalan. Can you cope to this beautiful woman around you?
Si Jean.
Sa tahimik lang po.
If you are stressed, are they?
He knows how to deal with strong-willed women. Alam ni Jean.
He's like James Bond.
He deals with it every single day of his life in his house.
Yeah, I'm just pag wala na itong COVID at ready na kayong magluto ako, I promise.
Yay!
Okay, thank you po. Before we go, batiin ko lang my brother, Edmund, who's watching in the Philippines. Thank you. And I don't know if my mom is watching, pero yes, happy Mother's Day pa rin sa mami ko, of course, at sa lahat ng ating mami. So, there you go. Yes, G, go ahead.
Pasalamat muna tayo sa National Lottery Community Fund.
Yes.
Maraming pong salamat sa suporta nyo. Thank you for the support of the National Lottery Community Fund to kontracorona program. And well, we would like to apply again. So wait.
And Rose, thank you to Lali of World Remit. Happy Mother's Day, Lali. And
Hi, Lali.
Thank you sa World Remit then for their support for today's show. Salamat po.
Salamat po. So there we go. Wala na ba tayo nakalimutan? Hopefully everything's been done and everybody has been mentioned. Kiara?
Okay, can I mention Mids? Please take care and get well soon.
Yes, Mids. Pagaling ka, Mids. I know you can do it. Alam natin, sinusubaybayan natin ang progress ng iyong battle with the big C sa TikTok and Facebook. Ito rin is Strong Woman.
Yes.
Na napaka matulungin sa mga kababayan natin, lalong-lalo na sa mga taga Davao, kasi taga Davao po siya. So yung mga hindi ko po nabate, again, si Miss Nelly Fami, nandyan pa po kayo, Tita Nelly, thank you for tuning in at sa pagsubaybay ninyo till the end. So dito po nagtatapos ang One You Connect. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng sumuporta sa kontracorona. Mapapanood pa rin po ninyo ang One You Connect live streaming at abangan po ninyo ang mga susunod naming proyekto, public service po para sa ating mga kababayan sa UK, sa Europa at syempre sa Pilipinas. Ako po si Rose Eclarinal.
At ako, si Jean Alcantara.
I'm Crystal Dias.
And I'm Kiara Gregorio.
Pwede ba rin akong I'm Jay Montaliva ng McLeod? Bye, everyone! Bye, Tita Carmen!
Maraming salamat po! See you again! Bye!
Bye!
Juan, saan ka man dalhin ang kapalaran? Iisang bayan lang sa puso mo'y laman, pinagmulan at babalikan. Konting tiis na lang at hanggang sa araw na yan ay asahan.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.